Well, it's off with the sandals. As many of you will be pleased to know, the fashion faux pas, which is not really a fashion faux pas anymore. I blame Take That for bringing sandals back, and GTA 5 for allowing socks and sandals to be worn together, because the guy in there, I see him wearing them. I'm sure other people did it first. First I see of it, like, you know. But I didn't feel comfortable. The idea was so that I could, because I'm climbing all over the cab now, bed and stuff, so I could just quickly whip my sandals off, and of course it was cooler because it was sunny. I also worked out very quickly that socks and sandals are not as cool as just sandals on their own, so then I found off whipping my socks off, as it's got cooler now anyway. But now what I've elected to do is something I have done. I always wore PPE. I never wore the eye vest when I was driving, because I was like the kid that always took his tie off the second he got out of school, like, you know. But I always had the boots on, and I'm comfortable in boots. But the boots were looking tatty. We'll have to do one on that. The old Timberland, the non-Boondocks didn't do as well as the Boondocks. And then I kind of thought, well, it is actually more comfortable driving in trainers or sandals or something like that. So now we're on. Oh, can you see these? Hang on a second. Converse. The other thing I've noticed is that a lot of times people just don't seem to care. So it says on the gate, must have PPE, must have hard hat, must have high vis, must have boots. And you walk in and you look at everybody else and you go, he's not wearing boots, he's not wearing boots, he's not wearing boots, and he works here, you know, kind of thing. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't have it. You've got to have it, because if you rock up and you've got a delivery and you've driven 200 miles and say you ain't coming in without boots, what are you going to do? Take it back? So what we have in here, in the flip up container, where all the gear is, here we go, boots. The old Thor rigger boots. Very off and honourable. So the idea being, if they turn around and go, mate, you got boots? No problem, 2 minutes. Quickly whip the Converse off, on with the boots, and we're ready to go. And I just, also the whole thing there is, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Converse aren't going to give me the protection that the steels or the composite will give me, but it's got to be a lot better than dropping a paddock on your foot when you're wearing sandals, isn't it? So, and it's also when you're climbing it off on the back, and I'm climbing on the sidebars and all that, and jumping in and out. Sandals, not a good idea. So you think, well, I've just got to get on the back. Oh, I just got to whip me sandals. I've got my boots on. Oh, I can't be bothered. I'll just go up. You see, it's not good. So that's the new plan. And also, there's that thing about being comfortable in the clothes you're wearing. I see the thing once on the SAS. And these are hard people. These are highly trained, done 12 months in the jungle without any food or water, rock hard people. So the first thing they do is they take them out of their uniform and stick them in a pair of paper pyjamas. Because the second you're in a pair of paper pyjamas, you don't feel like yourself. You're not that guy. You're just some kind of guy. And I think there's something nice about being comfortable in the clothes you wear. And a lot of the time the clothes I kick around in are just horrible, because don't get me wrong, they just get stained and dirty and all that kind of stuff. And there is something nice about wearing something just a little bit more comfortable, a little bit nicer for the change. So it's an ongoing thing. I'll let you know how it goes. I might start getting in trouble with the PPE and have to go back to boots, or I might stick with how I am and see how it goes. Just finding the best way to take care and take money.